Metal Monkey Media. Just want to sort of come on tonight and say, basically, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for sharing. I have been very lax posting videos. My wife has been a little bit sick, but she is on there now. Thank God for that. And hopefully, I've had some internet problems which have made posting just a little bit difficult. But hopefully, new piece of equipment tonight, and that hopefully will solve the problem. Now, in the meantime, the next couple of weeks, over the next few months, I'm going to be doing another TAC rifle build. So if you remember, the last one that we did was this little critter. Okay, so that's the Remington SBS Tactical 223 with a 1 in 9 twist barrel. The Bushnell AR scope, which is going back for a warranty repair, I think. I'm going to do some testing on that this weekend. I hope it's not. I hope it's just my projectiles are too heavy, but I don't think it is. This is pretty much the finished rifle. So we've got the Magpul Hunter stock, plus a 10-round Magwell, which is really, seriously, for a TAC rifle, I think 10 rounds is pretty decent. I'm also running MDT 10-round mags in it, which are a really good thing. I've got some AI mags, which are absolute crap, the genuine ones, and to the point where AI no longer make them. They're just absolute buckets of shit. They had too many warranty returns, apparently. We do have the Harris bipod adapter, which is an M-LOK thing, a Magpul thing. We've got the 9 to 12 Harris bipod. PWS muzzle brake. We've got a little rail, which is a Magpul polymer rail, which eventually will probably mount a torch or something on, blah, blah, blah. Leupold QD rings, 25mm. Okay, so you can see the levers on them. And basically the way I set this up, I've left the cheek riser the same way, and I've got all the spaces in. So you can see there that it's got all the spaces. We have a Magpul QD sling point, very nice, and that's also M-LOK. And in the back, we've also got another one on each side. So voila, and voila. We've also got another one for a strap. So you just push that in, push the button, and it stays there. Probably about the only bitch I've got about this whole setup is the screws that come with the mag, with the M-LOK stuff. If you want one on either side, they're slightly too long, so what I'm going to have to do is actually pull the screw out, chop it, and then put it back in. Other than that, they're pretty good stuff. I had it there the other night after I installed it, just bouncing it basically, daring it to fall off, and nothing happened. We've also got the Evolution Gunworks 0 MOA rail, which is a pretty cool thing as well. I do like the rifle. It shoots like a demon. I might have to change the optic out and send this one away. I'm going to test that this weekend, hopefully, and work out what's going on. Now, we are going to do another TAC rifle project build. So, my plan is, I'll just put this back in the safe. So, some of you have seen my Savage video, which is slightly long and somewhat painful at times. Thank you for watching it too, those of you that have. My plan is, I've been looking around for a Remington 700, preferably a Varmint or an SPS or an LTR, preferably in 308. I would accept 243, but I think 308 is going to be this build at this stage. So I've managed to find a gentleman with a 308 LTR on full sale. And the plan is basically, eventually I will get another Magpul stock, but for now, the 223 will go back into its stock. And we're going to build it up. So, conventional wisdom has often been that a longer barrel will give you more velocity, will give you more accuracy. Well, yes and no. It gets to a point where it goes, you're now at 30 inches and you've got a case of diminishing returns. So, as a bit of an experiment, I've decided to use, hopefully, the Remington 700 LTR in 308 in the Magpul stock. And we're just going to build it up from there. So I've already bought a sling for it, which is a Magpul padded sling. Surprise, surprise, Magpul fanboy, right? It'll have basically, it'll be a big brother to that one. I haven't worked out what sort of glass I'm going to put on it yet, but I am going to be trialling a scope that a friend of mine's thinking about. I'm thinking about buying off a friend. It's an ILR Bucharesti. Now, for those of you that don't know anything about ILR, they're not commonly available in Australia, and what is here is generally horrendously expensive. I'm hoping that we can work some sort of deal out if I can get a value on the scope and if I can afford it. But I am going to be testing it this week. It's only a 4 to 14 power by 50, but this thing's got like a 40mm tube. Okay, so to give you an idea of size comparison, that is my Basker SWAT 6 to 24 by 44 illuminated rectangle. Okay, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's actually a surprisingly good scope. That's a 30mm tube. I will now show you the IOR, which I've mounted on my Savage tack. Don't do that. I need a bigger safe. Wait, I've got a bigger safe. So that is the IOR. 4 to 14, 40mm tube, 50mm objective. Okay, half MOA clicks, and this thing is an absolute beast. So to give you an idea, just how much bigger it is, it's about the same length, but you can see it just dwarfs the Basker. Okay, in fact, it dwarfs just about anything else. If I can afford this option, I am going to do it. However, I will do a review on the scope, just for shits and giggles, because I've got it at the moment and I can use it. Now, what sort of reticle? Pretty much fairly thick crosshair, and then it moves into mill road and subdivisions with a very fine dot middle. I like it. Don't know if I can use it. Does have a side focus, does have a fine focus, and this thing is a beast. The guy thinking about buying it, I've paid £1,800, pounds, not dollars, pounds, okay, UK pounds, for it many years ago. Actually, not that many years ago, probably 10 years ago. He bought it second hand, so you can't really get them in the States. There are IR scopes available in the States, but they are slightly different to these ones. And IOR used to make a lot of the sniper optics for they're based in Romania. A lot of sniper optics for the Romanian army, the Czechs, just about everyone else, and even the Russians. They do have an excellent reputation in Europe, and they've been associated with Leica, Minox, Carl Zeiss, Carl's, all those big European optics companies for many, many years. They've been around since in 1923, I think, from memory, and they started making military optics in 1936. So they know a thing about polishing a piece of glass. It is a very clear scope, obviously with the 40mm tube on it. It's going to be. And I am looking forward to using it and seeing how it goes, and hopefully I'll be able to use it in the competition this weekend. Normally I would prefer to use, shooting out to 900 metres, I prefer to use something like it's, a 24 power, but it is definitely a step up from the Basker, and I'll be interested to see how it goes and compare the two. Anyways, so that's the plan for the tack build. It's going to be fairly simple. Probably over 6. It'll probably take me about 6 months to build it all up. But once it's done, it'll be the big brother to the 223. It will have a 20-inch barrel, hopefully. Assuming that I'm actually going to look at the rifle this weekend, so assuming that comes off, yeah, we might have ourselves a bit of a go, and we'll see what it does. And it's not going to be a high-end build. It's just going to be basically an entry precision rifle, a tactical rifle, a practical rifle. I would like it to be something that I can do the comps with and yet still take out and take hunting. I've already got the magazines for it. Once again, I'll be running MDT AI spec mags, which are probably about 1.5 inches shorter than the Magpul 10-round AIS mags. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It's hopefully going to cost under $3,000, but we will see. Yeah, so I just got to sell a few things to fund the project. So if anyone wants to buy a 1911-22 railgun or a ATN night vision scope, give me a call, because I've got to get rid of them right now to afford this thing. Anyways, my name's Tony Jones. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be doing a series of videos on the 308 build. And yeah, thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. You can get out this weekend, drop a line in, go for a ride on the bike, go for a bushwalk, take a photo of a bird, I don't care, shoot a pig, pull a trigger, punch some holes in paper, get out and do it. If the weather will let you, even if the weather won't let you, at least try and do something that involves your passions and your hobbies. Anyways, thanks for watching. This has been Metal Monkey Media. My name's Tony Jones, and I'll see you next time.